Let's see. Quinshon Judkins mentioned. Myles Garrett mentioned. Schlesinger mentioned. Shedeur mentioned. Not you, Deshaun Watson. And that has garnered many takes from Browns fans, hoping, I would say, less than, and maybe believing that is a sign that maybe this is all rigged for Shedeur, and the Shedeur, Deshaun, this whole thing is just, I guess, a public display of something.
This would be a weird thing, right? To have we're going to try to convince everyone that Deshaun Watson's the guy, but then this is the part where they let everybody in on, no, Shedeur's the quarterback? It does seem a little odd, does it not?
It would be a weird way to tip your hand.
It'd be a weird way to tip the hand.
Yeah.
And I tend to feel like this was just a lot of social media and a lot of whoever's in charge in the social media. Now, I guess I'd ask you, do you think Jimmy Haslam had approval of this before they sent it out?
No, I don't think he did.
I don't think so either.
Now, maybe J-Dub. I bet you J-Dub gets his eyes on this one beforehand.
All right, well, J-W is a big part of this whole entire enterprise and the whole everything.
But that doesn't mean that they're, it's not, this isn't Euphoria. We're trying to figure out who's the narc or whatever the whole damn story's about. Every other video I see,
who's the narc?
Yeah, well, there's one time you and I talked about Euphoria, or somebody and I talked about Euphoria.
Yeah, I talked about it.
Half of my reels are about Euphoria now.
Yeah, I like it. I like the show.
Because I clicked in on accident one day with my big fat paw, and now it's, hey, did you miss this hidden detail?
It's that scene with Mac and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They go for gasps.
Yes, exactly.
They go for gasps.
And so, I just would be surprised if, guys, I think they just tried to make a really cool video.
That's really the end read of that, right?
And so I just, and here's the thing. When people go to this length, because this isn't the first time somebody's tried to use something that happened in a video to say, oh, this is what's going to happen. I get it. We all have very strong feelings over which way we want this thing to go. So I'm sure that there were a couple people who want Deshaun to win that were furious about this.
Well, imagine if you're even Deshaun yourself, right? You're probably a little peeved you're not in this video. Maybe you just don't want any attention at all.
He's in Abu Dhabi visiting.
Not even paying attention to this stuff?
He's probably got the whole get-up on. He's probably just enjoying himself.
I mean, listen, do I think the Browns even know who their week one quarterback is? I think they have no clue right now. Mm-hmm. I think they're still waiting to kind of see what everything looks like in practices, waiting to see how this all shapes out. I don't think as of right now they know who their quarterback is going to be. And so I don't think they would be intentional within a video if I don't believe that they know who their week one starter is right now.
The only thing I'm surprised about is knowing how how explosive the topic is of Shedeur versus Deshaun. There's a huge amount of people that just don't want Shedeur, who think Shedeur is, I guess, a Nepo baby, which is weird because it's the NFL. If he didn't have the talent, he wouldn't be in the league. I think
nepotism rarely works in sports, and even the Bronny stuff, I just don't buy into because Bronny's kind of shown he was worth being the 63rd pick or whatever.
Also, Deion's not involved in the decision making.
Yeah, I don't get that. Yeah,
if you could call him, if you wanted to call him a nepo baby because of how he got the jobs in college, okay. And then the NFL said, in spite of anything else, you're worthy of being here. But the point is, there are people who think that Shedeur's a nepo baby, or he's this, or he's a social media star, whatever, and they don't want any part of him. There's also people, as we've talked about, that don't want a damn thing to do with Deshaun Watson as well. The Browns know this. I think the Browns do understand at a fundamental level what an absolute touchy subject this is. Mm-hmm. So if I had a surprise in the whole thing, it's that either quarterback was mentioned.
Also, put yourself put yourself into the social media person's brain for a second, right? And if I just think I'm operating with the idea that it's a social media team and they just came up with everything and that's just all they needed in order to run this through, because it seems like that's all these videos are, right? Who do you think is going to get you the most attention throwing them in there?
That's Shedeur.
Shedeur by a lot. And who's going to get you the most detractors and probably take you off of generic NFL websites post of, hey, top 5 fun videos I enjoyed? Probably Deshaun Watson. Mm-hmm. Deshaun has that just ick to him, okay? It's attached to him.
Does he still, though?
Yes, he does. Yes. For national people, yes, he does. Not as many for the local people, but for...
There seems to be a lot of national people.
Not the Albert Breers, the people that have the websites that would rank this type of thing, okay? The people that they're not inside sources.
Who are the people you're talking about?
Yeah, exactly right. The people that spend their days ranking this type of thing.
Looking at you, Ben Axelrod, with awful announcing.
Not doing a...
Starting the feud.
He's not even at awful announcing anymore.
Front office sports, thank you.
There we go.
Nailed it.
So the people that do these rankings, Yes, there still is that factor of like, yeah, you throw Deshaun in a video. I went from liking this video, I thought it was creative, I thought it was fun, to now I just think this video kind of sucks. Meanwhile, with Shedeur, you throw Shedeur in anything, and it's a ratings bonanza. It's instantly, everyone in Colorado is sharing it. Everyone that loves Shedeur is sharing it. Like, just from a pure metric standpoint, it is the wisest decision you can make to throw Shedeur in something as often as possible and to leave Deshaun as completely out of it as you can.
All right. If again, I'm trying not to put on the tin hat here. What if it's more likely that they just don't want to get crap from Shedeur fans because Shedeur fans throw a fit if Shedeur is in any way could look like he's slammed by something?
I don't think that's it. I think you take the easiest route here. You feed the Colorado fans, you feed the Shedeur fans, you give them what they want. You even have the line in there about Shedeur and the quarterback and everything like that. And then you watch the shares happen. I just saw in between the break, they did a final breakdown of by the numbers who had the most views on their videos. We can both agree, objectively, I thought the video was horrendous. Thought it was a bad video.
Horrendous is stretching it.
Pretty bad.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. I thought it was non-offensive. I got what they were going for, and I think it's really hard to be great now.
I liked the actor. I don't know why. I thought the actor was pretty good in it. But
so you just hated the production?
I also like Euphoria. I hated the concept, okay?
Yeah,
so
okay.
I take that for what it's worth. But anyway.
Now, did he also set his headlights on?
I thought he was giving
Was there a part of that?
I thought he was giving a bad script.
Did you go Sidney Sweeney in there, and you were just like, this guy's got it?
He just did the best he could with what he was given, okay? It was a tough role for him, but he did the best he could.
If you had seen what they had left on the cutting room floor, you really would have seen his genius.
Don't know why I'm defending this guy, but I did think, I was like, the acting's not miserable, but the rest of it is just crap. But anyway, they were top 5. They had number 5 most watched video, and it's like, well, all right, why? The video was fine. If we're calling it fine at best, I called it horrendous. You called it fine. It shouldn't be 5th best, but why was it 5th best? It's because Shedeur was in it. That's why. It got shared all across the Colorado and the Shedeur fans, and that's a good thing. That's why, as a social media person, that's what you're shooting for.
It's interesting. So to what you're speaking to, I have noticed a slowdown in Shedeur content, and like this offseason, and a slowdown in terms of media members. That doesn't mean social media, but media members being willing to have a conversation about Shedeur Sanders, in spite of the fact that all of last year you could just put Shedeur Sanders in a headline and it would go viral. I don't know if that's, again, fear of the Shedeur hive, the Shahive as it were. I don't know if it's just maybe it has slowed some of the general interest because he maybe didn't play the best last year. I don't know. But I do think it's interesting that I think you're right about the social team, that is a plausible explanation. And I don't feel like from a media perspective, I'm seeing more people having takes on Shedeur or writing pieces on Shedeur.
I mean, I just look at it like in our job, what do we get paid off of and how do we keep our jobs? You have to have ratings. Right, that's the idea, and so when
I thought it was I just did things.
No, you have to have ratings that go with it, and so like if you're a social media person, you have to have views, you have to get clicks, you have to draw eyeballs in. That's the whole part of the game. What does that?
You didn't have to do things to get this job. Things in a closet somewhere.
You had to do things in a closet.
Yeah,
I guess I got lucky.
I was told I had to keep the bosses happy.
I guess I missed that memo.